I'm Dave Emmett from Go Tankless of Colorado. I'm here to do a two-part series for you guys on how to make an older home more energy efficient. Standing here in Tracy and Andy's basement, and of course everyone knows what this is. It's a water tank, otherwise known as a dinosaur. It uses a tremendous amount of energy, stores water, and oftentimes has a habit of letting go all over basement floors. Well, we're not going to let that happen because we're about to replace this with a tankless water heater. And furthermore, we're going to be converting the furnace over to an energy efficient air handler so that we can use the tankless technology as a source of space heat. So this is the beginning of the two-part series. Our first order of business is to replace this. Get it out of here. There are a few things I wanted to point out. Obviously, there's the water heater again. There's the furnace. Furnace has a B-vent. This B-vent is just darn near horizontal, and as we all know, B-vents are attached to open combustion appliances such as this, and they require venting, and that's what this is. And of course, the vent needs a draw in order to take the flue gases out. We all know flue gases are not very good for us. Carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, things like that we don't want to breathe. So what we're going to be doing is removing this vent. One of the things we saw as we were inspecting was this. It was like that when I walked into the basement, and obviously that's not something we want. Well, we're going to eliminate that issue by using what's called a sealed combustion appliance to replace both the water heater and the furnace. One of the other things we're going to eliminate is this. That's the combustion air inlet. As you can see, it goes from here to the outside, pulls air in from outside, and as it does, it actually cools the basement down. So we have two holes in the house, this one and this one, that we're going to be eliminating. And not just eliminating a low head banger, but we're also going to be eliminating these holes that can bring cold air into the house and can cause problems. And voila! No more water heater. Oh, that was fast. Alright, next phase is about to begin. Install the eternal tankless water heater. There we go. Eternal tankless water heater is in place. Next step, venting. There we go. Unit's in and vented. This unit vents with PVC. PVC is sealed pipe, so there's no way for any leaks to occur inside the piping system. And the termination is yet to be installed, but there's the venting, intake and exhaust running down to the unit. The air intake pulls the air in from outside for the unit to burn, so there is absolutely no chance of carbon monoxide coming into the house because it's pulling all of its air from outside. And the exhaust, of course, is taking the exhaust gases outside of the house. Now, this unit is 96% efficient, as mentioned before, which means that PVC vent is all that's needed. And so the average temperature of this vent is not going to exceed anything you couldn't put your hand on. So generally about 100 to 150 degrees maximum, whereas this vent that's here for the existing furnace, up until the time that we convert it, that is a metal vent, and will hold about 500 to 600, even up to 700 degrees of heat, which means that that's how much heat is going out with a conventional system, and that was the same with the water heater as well. Next step, water piping. Alright, the plumbing's done. Expansion tank is in, and we're prepared for tomorrow. This next part, which is going to be plumbing over to the furnace. And down into the coil. Now the unit's complete. Gas line's in. And we are ready to hook up to the furnace. Here we have a fairly typical 80% efficient furnace with burners and a combustion fan, gas valve. All of that is going to be removed shortly, and what we'll be doing is installing hot water coil system to be able to fire up the heat from the internal tankless water heater.